Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson, we are going to cover the first project on Python. If you look at the previous videos that we had learned on, the comments, the strings, the data types, among other things. So we are going just to come up with a project based on what you have learned so far on our lesson number 0, 1, and number 2. So we are going to create, rather to build a simple calculator using the Python. Okay, so we have, so remember what we had said is that we use the hash whenever you had to add your comment. So we will have add, then number 2, we'll have subtract, then number 3, we'll have multiply. These are the things that we will ensure that our calculator will be able to perform. And lastly, divide. So those are the four operators that we're going to use. So we have the add, subtract, multiply, and also divide. So in case you are wondering which kind of compile that I'm using, I'm in fact using the PyCharm to do those to do this kind of task. So we have print, and what we are printing, we are printing yeah we are printing pick an operation to use. For example, you can pick either add. Okay, having done that, next step we have to specify number 1. If you pick number 1, it means that you want to use it to add. Number 1, we have add. Okay, because of the time, I would rather copy this one, then we make number 2. If you pick number 2, you'll be trying to subtract. Okay, if you pick number 4, you'll be trying to multiply, while if you pick number 4, you will be trying to divide. So we adjust here. So we have 3 and 4. Okay, let's try to run and see what we get. So we'll see that there is an error. Yes, there is a problem somewhere. Okay, so the syntax error was never closed. So this part was not closed. So we need to close it. Okay, let me see what we have. So you can see that we have the add, the subtract, we have this one, multiply, and also divide. And the process is complete. So we are through with our first part. Okay, let's try to key in Okay. So next we have operation. Then we have input that you can key in. Okay, let's try to run these. Okay, as you can see that it is now possible now to key in something. Okay, now let's input our condition. So condition number one, if the operation is equal to 1, what should I do? So for condition number one, we'll have add. So we have the add elif, and elif in Python means that if the previous condition were not true, then try this condition. So this condition will be operation. We have operation equal, then we have condition 2. For this one, we'll have condition 2 is supposed to be subtraction. This is subtraction. Then if the subtraction condition is not true, we move now to the next one. And the next condition, which is our condition number 3, is supposed to be multiply. So this is a multi. Okay, if the condition for the multiply is not met, we move now to the last condition, elif operation. Then condition 4, which is our condition 4 is supposed to be division. Else you print. So what do you want to see? So you print invalid entry. So that's what I would expect to see. Okay, let's try to run our code. Okay, you will see that there is an error in line number 17, and the reason is that we have not keyed in the condition. Okay, now let's come up with the condition. For this one, we have number 1 equal, then let's try to input. What do you want to input? So we need now to input let me see, enter the first number, colon, okay, copy this one, copy, paste. So this should be the second number. then you need now to print. What should you print? We start with, okay, so we need now to print, because we are on the first one, supposed to be the sum. For the first one is supposed to be the sum of which number? We have the number that we have number 1 and number 2. So that is our first condition. Okay, let's move to number. So to save time, I will copy this one, then I will paste, then I'll change the term. So for this one, subtraction, this should be subtraction, and well, this one should be addition. So for this one, supposed to be multiplication. Then we use asterisk for multiplication, and lastly we move to the last condition, which is now the division. For division, we use now the forward slash. Okay, let's try to run our code, and we can see that right now it's not showing any kind of error. Okay, let's try to key in a number. So let's try to enter the first number 2. There's a second number, it's 5, 3, and okay, there's an error. Okay, let's try to correct this one. We need now to add the integer on this one. We need to add the integer and the string. So on this one we have okay, let's start with the string followed by integer. Then we have this one, intention. Then we close the brackets, and we have that one and that other one. They're supposed to be 3. Okay, let's try to do the same thing. So because of time, I will copy this one, then I will paste on here. then change the sign. Okay, let me see. So we have done the last part. Then you have to input the forward slash, then try to run your code. Okay, let's see what we have. A leave operation. Okay, let me see where the problem is. So we have a string integer number 1. So we need now to close this one. Okay, that's where the problem is. So you have to close and close for number 1. Okay, let's try now to run it again. Okay, it's working better now. Okay, let's try to key in a number like 1. First number we have 3. Second number we have 5. Okay, still showing a error. Okay, name number 2 is not defined. Did you mean number 1? Okay, I get it. Okay, let's try to run it again. I can see where the problem is. Okay, we have 1 and we have 1. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, let me see. So we go back to our okay, I can see where the problem is. So this one is supposed to be 2 and not noted these on. This is supposed to be 2, but 2, 2. Okay, I'll try to run it again. Okay, should be better now. So 1, so we have 2, then the other number 3. Okay, it's giving us 5, better. Okay, let's try a bigger number, 1, 67 plus 10. Nice, it's working now. Okay, let's try let's try to go for deviation for 400 divided by 10. It's 40, so it's working. So we can see that the code is correct. You can see that where the mistake was. So that's how now you create a simple calculator using the string, number type, and indentation. So those are the keywords that you need to be knowing by this time for you to be able now to come up with a simple calculator. Okay, now let's try to try that of subtraction. 37 minus 7. It's working. Okay, let's try now the last one. That is a multiplication. We have not done the multiplication, so we have 3 and we have 30 multiplying by 2 and to get 60. So that is how we create a simple calculator on Python. So after watching, in case you have any question or you rather require to get a clarification, just write down your question on the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I see your comment. So thank you for taking time to watch. Don't forget to click that notification bell and the like button, and also to subscribe. Thank you. Have a